Hey, what's up? This is Jovhannah. I actually was going to come on to talk about relationships and letting go, but I got distracted and I wanted to talk about my animal tarot cards. These are by Doreen and Radleigh Valentine, and I actually really love their decks. For a while, I had stopped using them, but I just find that I come back to their decks often. So the very first deck that I bought was this one. It's the original Rider-Waite tarot deck, and I had such a hard time like connecting with the cards and understanding like I could never connect with those cards. So I purchased and I felt like the images were too harsh for me. So I purchased they're in my bag, so I don't have, wait, I thought I had two. Wait. Okay, so then the next deck that I bought was, I do have a set right here. Uh-oh, I'm dropping stuff. Sorry, guys. The Angel Tarot cards, and I'm actually a certified Angel Tarot card reader by Doreen. And I love these cards. These were the second deck of cards that I bought, and because of the imagery was a lot gentler, like I was able to process and really connect with the cards. And then after that, I bought Revelations Tarot, which has really beautiful abstract artwork on there. And then I started branching out. I think the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards was the next deck that I bought. So anyways, enough about my my history with my cards, but I just think it's awesome that I know exactly which deck came into play where, because each one of them I have a very unique relationship with. And actually, I want to say last year, I was finally able to really connect with these cards, with my original Rider-Waite deck. And I was really happy about that, because I felt like I was never going to get to know them after all this time. And now I'm like, okay, I can say that, yeah, I did build a connection with that deck. It was just a lot harder for me. So back to what I was talking about, the animal tarot cards. Now, when I first saw this deck and I saw the cat, I was like, oh no. I was like, it's gonna be a deck about like cats and dogs, like gerbils and whatever, rabbits maybe. And I just thought it was gonna be like suit of cats, suit of dogs, suit of gerbils, suit of rabbits, or whatever have you, or fish. And I didn't get it. And then the next time I saw it, like I was really drawn in. I just kept looking at the image on the box and I was like, nah, but I don't want cat cards or whatever. So I passed it up several times, but then I kept going back to it, and I said I was going to spend some money around the holidays and beef up my deck collection. And so I wanted to specifically get more tarot decks, because I have a lot of oracle card decks and then kind of non-standard tarot decks. And by non-standard, I mean like they have their own divination system. Like this is a non-standard tarot deck. It's called the Psychic Tarot, but it has 65 cards instead of the traditional 78 cards, like a traditional tarot deck. So I decided I'm gonna get these cards, and I want to say the order arrived, I forget when the order arrived, but I've had this box for a few weeks and I never opened the cards until recently. I just was like, okay, let me open the rest of my decks and see what they're about. And I wanted to cry because like my connection to this deck was instant. The only thing is like the cards were a bit big for my hands. So I actually spent a whole day just shuffling the cards and getting comfortable, like manipulating them, because for whatever reason I had like a really hard time like holding them and shuffling them. They were falling everywhere and I'm just like, what's going on? But it's just amazing how the energy of these cards are and how easy it was for me to connect with them. And another thing I like is that the suits, I was so wrong about, they do not follow animals. So the way the other tarot cards by Doreen Virtue is set up, they go by season. So there's the suit of spring, and then there's summer, autumn, and winter. And that's how these are set up. So every card has its own animal, and that really like floored me. So this is the King of Spring, and as you can see, he is a lion. And then this is the Ten of Autumn. There's like a family of golden retrievers, and that is what I really loved about this deck. And the paintings of the animals are beautiful, and there's so many different animals. There's giraffes, there's a swan, geese, a Siberian husky. So it's not just like dogs. They went into like different types of dogs. And and this is beautiful, the monarch butterfly. I was just like, and then there's, look, a gecko, like just amazed. And so I did a reading with these cards, and it was just spot on, very accurate. And the connection that I have with this deck is beautiful. And it quickly became like my favorite deck of all. And then I talked to some other tarot readers, and they said like with animal decks, it's common, like you can have, that connection with the decks. And also because it's not people, because you're not seeing people, animals bring a different type of energy. And so I thought that was awesome. So this year my collection might focus on getting some more animal decks. So I've seen there was, I think, a cat tarot deck. And there's a couple, I think, Native American type of tarot decks that use animal spirits as well. But I just thought that was really cool, and just wanted to share that with you. I really love this deck, and the card that I pulled from it today for just like a daily read was the Hermit card, and I've mixed him back up in here. What was on there? Let me pull it. Oh, I can't pull it up because my phone is in the tripod. But the Hermit is basically, it's the fireflies. So I had fireflies on there kind of circling an outdoor lamp, and the message was to kind of go within. And I thought that was really a great message because today is a snow day. And so a lot of people were able to stay home and kind of stay in, but it's also a great reminder that at this time of the year to really go within and kind of silence all the noise, right? About what other people want from you, what they think that you need to do, and just really go within and think about what it is that you truly desire for yourself, and get in touch with what's right for you and your life, and stop relying so much on other people's thoughts, ideas, and opinions. I will say this, there was a time in my life before I got myself in order that I always felt like I had to seek approval from other people or get their opinions, and I noticed like whenever I did that, I wasn't happy because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. And then if things fell apart or someone gives you bad advice, then you're kind of like just screwed, right? So I started just listening to myself. And if I make a bad decision and I'm listening to myself, I can't be mad at anybody. It's just a lesson learned, right? But sometimes people will purposely steer you in the wrong direction. Even people closest to you. I've been there, I've seen it, I've experienced it, I've lived it. And that's one reason why I really wanted to be a coach, is because I want to give people sound advice when it comes to matters of the heart and life in general. The people around you can truly make or break you. And if they don't have your best interest at heart, or if they're just the type of people that like to feed off of drama or don't want to see you succeed because they're not where they want to be in life, then you really have to be careful, because that is a dangerous situation. And you don't want to get lost following behind someone else's mess. So always follow your heart. And in order to follow your heart or hear divine guidance, or get the answers to your prayers, you have to kind of go within. And maybe that means meditating. Meditating can look like different things for different people. But just take some time to yourself and really listen, tune in, and figure out what it is that you want for yourself. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I've been sitting here shuffling my cards, dropped a few of them on the floor. But I love this deck. I always offer readings on my site, so you can check that out if you want a reading to see what the year has in store for you, or just to get some guidance and clarity. I would love to use my animal tarot deck to do a reading for you. Well, that's it. I have to go and record the video that I was actually supposed to make before I head to an appointment. So peace, and we'll talk soon. Bye.